Hello, good people. This is your man Karaja James again and again. Today, I want to talk about red flags that you should see or you should note when you go for a job interview. Because I've been to many jobs interview and I've been to a place where I am part of the interviewer. So, I've ever gone for an interview, joined a company that I made mistakes for joining that company. Yes, but bottom line is, if you are looking for a job and you have stayed for some times without a job, the first company that should give you, the first company that's going to give you a job, take it. So this interview is not for a person who's been looking for a job for a very long time. This is a video for someone who is already in a job somewhere, working somewhere, and is going to look for a greener pastures. So if you're already working somewhere and you want to go to another company, so this is a video for you. But if you have been jobless for 3-4 years and you have seen the first company that has given you a job, take it without looking back. But I've ever also seen a person who is at a very good company, just because hawasikizani with one of the employee or one of the subordinates or one of the executive, is going to look for a job somewhere in the same industry in another company, and they end up making a mistake. If you're going to look for a job interview and you already have a job, don't be cheated because you have seen a very big office, you have seen they have cars, there's something that is being done, especially where people are buying services and not products. You should open your third eye. You should be very vigilant. Number one red flag you should see is energy. Energy never lies. Energy that comes from the person who is your interviewer is going to tell you how things are there. Are they happy? And if someone is talking to you, kindly, and I repeat, memorize this. When someone is talking to you, have the audacity to look at their eyes, inside the dark pupil that you can see. Look inside their eyes. Many other times when you look someone inside their eyes, when they are lying to you, they are going to look away. They are going to blink so many times. So when someone is lying to you, you should look direct in their eyes. And that's what it said. If you're not lying to me, kindly look direct in my eye and tell me that you are not lying to me. That's where the phrase came from. So when you are in an interview, know the energy. Then energy, you can lie with your words, but your energy will never lie. Just look at those people who are working there. What's their condition? How are they living? Is there flow of energy? There's a way unaweza jua so and so, according to how he has dressed, they are suffering. This is norm. They are suffering. So have that energy. And you're going to read that energy, and it's going to tell you a lot of things. That's number one. Number two, if the interviewer tells you or your employee tells you that they thrive in pressure, that's a very bad statement. Nobody likes pressure. Even we say when pressure is applied on a surface too much, it breaks. It either makes you or breaks you. So don't be lied by someone who's saying that we thrive under pressure. Who likes pressure? That's number two, pressure. Number three, if they tell you we work as a family, that's a lie. If they tell you they work as a family, why is that the position you want to fill has been left vacant by someone else? Actually, there's something I've found in real estate companies, and sorry to say this because I've been there so many times. Many of the companies, they do something that I hate so much. They call hire and fire. After 3 months, they hire. After 4 months, they fire. They hire, fire, hire, fire, hire, fire. So that you find that the position you are going to you're going to, there was someone who was there and he was fired. And sometimes the employees or the interviews are not the problem. Are you getting? So it's hire and fire, hire and fire. You should ask yourself, get the information first. The position you want to fill, what happened to that person? Why was he fired? Was he promoted? You should ask yourself that. You work as a family, because if you say you work as a family, I'll tell you in the second month, mtaanza kubishana. There is nothing like working as a family. The other thing is, start small, grow. You know, start with 10,000, then we grow with you, and you're going to. Nowadays, getting from here where you are, how much the salary you have, to the next stage, or being an increment in salary, it takes so many times. Even some people go 3-4 years without an increment or in position. So don't take that. It's like they are trying to write to you that take that position right now. We are going to add you as you make money. That's a lie. Sell yourself high. Pitch yourself in a way that those people who are giving you that position, in a position that they cannot afford you. When you don't join that company, they'll feel bad. So if they tell you start low, go up the ladder, that's a lie. They're lying to you. That's a red flag. The other thing is, if they tell you here, we don't look at the clock, we work like ants. We don't hapa tuangaliagi jua, tuangaliagi saa. So it means any day it's time to work. You also have your own things. Tuangaliagi saa, we can work even 7 p.m. No. You should know that if you're working overtime, that overtime should be paid. Hapa tuangaliagi saa, The other thing is, when you find that you have no defined role that they are giving you, there's no definition, there's no clear definition, where they tell you, join today and you are going to figure out your role. Or wewe kuja, we are going to find somewhere for you. That's a red flag. That's a red flag. The other thing is, if they tell you, are you ready to take other tasks? Can you be a driver and also be a salesperson and also be a cleaner? That's a red flag. In a company, a very streamlined company, a company that's making very good revenue, everybody has his own work. There's no way you can be a salesperson. There's no way you can be a person who goes at the reception. There's no way you can be the person who washes. There's no way you can be this. You're also an advocate of the company, just signs contract. Everything is shambles, If you hear that, could you be a driver and also be a salesperson and also be a cleaner? That's a red flag. Don't take that. The other thing, many companies, they don't want to give you a contract. Just ask if they are ready to give you a contract. And that contract, it's why it's going to bite you, that you cannot just be terminated anytime, because most of the private companies, you are terminated through the phone. You are just called, you know what? We don't want your services. You don't require services. Come and clean your desk tomorrow. You don't want that. If they cannot give you a contract, what are you doing there? It should be stated. And when there's something or a case arises, you should go and present yourself. This is what you wrote to me. This is what you wrote to me. This and this and this. And you have not fulfilled. That's why I'm here. You should have that in your mind. The other thing is the rate of retention. How many people have been working? I've been seeing a real estate company that has people who have worked for 5 years. But if you are going to look for work at a real estate company and you find that there's no one who is there for more than 2 years, that's another red flag. The rate of retention. How many people have been retained in the system? So people stay where they are loved. People stay where there is money and when there is growth. So if you see people are not staying there, there's no growth. The other thing is, if you find that those people who own the company, the directors, are not there to run the day-to-day activities. They have delegated. If you find a company that has no delegation, the person who is they are asking you question as your interviewer. He's still the owner, he's the CEO, he's the founder. If you find such a company, that's another red flag. A very good company has structures, HR, PR, marketing. Yeah, the other red flag is you find that actually one thing I thought that a company that is good and they have services and they have structures. I've ever gone to a company that I did 3 interviews. The first interview was the first day was with the sales or sales leaders. I'm a team leaders. I passed. I went to the managers of docket. Nikapita hiyo. Then the last interview was with the founder. So if you find that there's no structure, you're going to an interview and everybody's there. And when there is interview, everybody gets in, gets out, they take calls. There is no structure at all. That's another red flag. If you find a company that you're going to 3-4 interviews, that's a very good company to work in. And it's going to take care of you. And the last thing I want to mention is if a company tells you you're going to call you, or you're going to hear from us, or you're going to get an email, that's another red flag. If you go to a company and they tell you they're going to contact you, your goose is cooked. Just walk out that office and go and look for a job elsewhere. You're going to call you, you're going to email you. Our HR is going to contact you. That's a very, 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 very big red flag. I'll say it again. If you're desperate for a job, the first company that gives you a job, go and take it from there. That's where you're going to get connection to other companies. So thank you for your time, and I'm out.